Yes, man, it really is me. So, aka the InstantBurner, man, and YouTube. I'm gonna show every single one of you guys how to dribble on NBA 2K23. If you are a beginner, I'm gonna go through this whole list as you see right here, the signature styles, the basic size up, everything you see in this bottom row. I'm gonna show you how to activate every single thing right here. We're not gonna waste any time with it. If you guys could, before we get started, hit that like and put dribble in the comment section. I really appreciate it. First things first, I know a lot of people, when you first start dribbling, what they tell you to do, they tell you to go to the Gatorade. Go to the Gatorade and start dribbling. This is not, when you're a beginner, this is not what you want to do, because you see under you is 3 little dots. These are your dribbling bars. You don't want to waste these, because when you're dribbling, you're trying to learn how to dribble, you'll waste all 3 of these. Then what you got to do, you're going to have to shoot the ball. Then you're going to have to get the ball back. So this is not what you want to do. Instead, what you want to do, you want to either go to the Chris Brickley, or what I would like, I don't really like the Chris Brickley because the timing is just so off compared to the latency of the part. What I like to do, I like to make a My Era player. So this is pretty much what you do. What you're gonna do, you're gonna go to My NBA Eras, you're gonna go to My NBA. What you're gonna do, let me delete this one just to show you guys. Let me delete this real quick. So you're gonna go to new, let it load up. This is the best way to do it, because what it's gonna do, it's gonna give you no stamina, so you can dribble, 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 and dribble. You wanna go to modern era. So you wanna make a modern era player. And what I like to do, it depends on what kind of player you have. If you have like a midget, you wanna get somebody like, you wanna make like somebody like a Trae Young. You wanna use Trae Young's team, the Hawks. If you have a taller player like I have, you wanna use like Kevin Durant or something like that. So what you wanna do right here, press start to get up through here. Then like I said, if you have a taller player, you want to use something like, the Brooklyn Nets, or you want to use somebody like Luka from the Dallas Mavericks. If you have a smaller, like a play shot, you want to use the Atlanta Hawks, just something like that. So all my players are taller, so what I like to do, I like to go to the Dallas Mavericks. I select that one, then I press start. Then you want to press continue. Then you want to go ahead and auto-generate rookies. Then when you get right here, you want to press circle. Press circle. Then you want to go down to front office, go to roster. Then you want to pick the best player on the team. So who I'm going to pick Luka right here. So what I want to do, I press select. Then you want to press edit player. So you want to edit your player right here. Once you edit them, you want to go to your signature, which is your signature styles. Go to signature styles. And what you want to do, you want to go over to your ball handling. You want to go over to ball handling and put Luka with all the dribble moves that you play with. After you're done with that, after you're done changing everything to the moves that you guys play with, I want to try out. You can change this at any time. Also, you want to go ahead and back out. So you just back out, keep changes and return, back out, press circle again. Then what you want to do, you want to go down to coaching. Right here, go over, then you want to go to practice, then you want to go to freestyle. All right, first things first, YouTube, I do have the hand cam up there. I'm gonna try to also put up another cam, just try to help you guys up, just in case you're visual learners. First things first is the dribble style. The dribble style is pretty much how you speed boost. So look right here, this is my speed boost. Look, I'm gonna make this short and simple. The best dribble style on the game as of season 3 is Michael Jordan. Everybody should have on Michael Jordan. So let's move on to signature size ups. It's a lot of signature size ups. So let's go ahead and get up through them. First, we have the crossover. It's gonna look a little different depending on what your signature size up is. I'm using Darian Fox. So look, to do the size up, all you gotta do is press over to the opposite ball hand to the left, straight across with no turbo. That's gonna give you your crossover. That's how my crossover looks. It's gonna look a little different if you press turbo with it. Let's say I put turbo with it. Looks a little different. You know, you got two. You got this one. You got that one, you know. The next one is your behind the back. To do your behind the back, what you do, if the ball is in my right hand, you want to flick your right stick to the opposite ball hand, which will be to the left diagonal down. So it's gonna look like this. Boom, with no turbo. Boom, like that. Boom. You can also do another one if you press turbo with the same thing. So let's say the ball's in my right hand, press turbo with it. Boom, it'll give you that one. Boom. Just depends on what your signature styles are. What else do you have? The next one is your size up escape. To do your size up escape, it's a couple moves. Pretty much turbo, press down on the stick if you want to do it every time. Sometimes, like, if you don't want to press turbo with it, you can do some moves, then just press down and then do it. But the thing with that is it won't do it all the time. You can't do it more than once. Like, boom. You can't do it every time back to back. You know what I'm saying? So it's better a lot of these moves to press turbo because you're gonna get the move. If you don't do turbo, then it's gonna give you sometimes a random move. So turbo is your best bet when you're doing moves. So you can do some combos, boom, 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 then just step it back real quick, then shoot the ball. You feel me? Just like that. That's how I use mine. The step backs are your best friend. What I have on right now is KD and my P, one of the best ones. Another thing out of your size up escape is you can do like your hop back and forth. Hold in turbo, then let's say the ball is in my right hand, then what you want to do, you want to flick diagonal up to the opposite ball hand, which would be to the left. It's kind of like a crab move. You can do that, then you can flick it right back to the opposite ball head, and then it give you like this little step, sort of back and forth step. So it looks like this. Boom, that, you know what I'm saying? And it catches a lot of people off guard, like boom, hold on, that's not it. So boom, boom, then you can get up out the move. You know what I'm saying? So just opposite ball hands and do that. Next one is your moving crossover. To do your moving crossover, it's pretty much turbo and flick up on your right stick. So I have on Russell Westbrook, so it looks like this. Boom. That's how you do it. Just depends on which one you have. A lot of people use Russell Westbrook, or they'll use something like, what is it, LeBron, I think, and normal, something like that. I think those are the ones most people use. So just flick that. And and a good thing about this is you can do combos out of it, which I will show y'all a little bit later. So you can do like this, boom, do a combo out of it, do what I told y'all, boom, come this way, then get up out of there real quick. Just depends on what you want to do. A lot of dribbling comes down to art, man. However you want your style to be. So that's how you do your escape. And you're moving behind the back. I mean, not you're moving behind the back, but you're moving crossover. Next one is you're moving behind the back. It's simple. Just be going towards the rim. Be going towards the rim, then flick. You know I told y'all how to do it behind the back stationary. So you'll be running. Then what you'll do, you'll flick your right stick to the opposite ball hand downwards. You don't need any turbo. You'll do that. That's your moving behind the back. I think I have on pro right now. So you'll be going, boom, and you'll do that. Next move is your moving spin. What I like to do, I don't really do it that much, but like you see people like Steezo do the Steezo roll. To do your moving spin and just be going towards the rim. Be going towards the rim with your left stick. You got to be going towards the rim with your left stick. You're gonna hold in turbo, then with your right stick, what you're gonna do, you're gonna flick it. Depending on which way the ball is. If the ball is in my right hand, you wanna flick it from 12 to 6 clockwise. If the ball's in my left hand, you're gonna wanna flick it from 12 to 6 counterclockwise. So it's gonna look like this to do it. Boom, it's gonna look like that. You can catch a lot of people off guard. I just don't do it that much. Other hand, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's simple with your moving spin. Now YouTube, let's move on to the moving hesitation. Do a moving hesitation. You gotta be going at an angle like this, like to the left or to the right. You gotta be going in kind of like an angle to do that. So you gotta be doing this with your left stick with turbo held in. Then once you do that, you wanna flick your right stick to the ball hand. So in this case, since the ball's in my right hand, I wanna flick it to my right. But like I said, it has to be going at an angle. So it's gonna look like this. Like that. That's my hezi. Depends on what hezi you have, that's how you do it. Let's go to the left side. That's your hezi right there. That's how you do the hezi. So to do the moving step back, which most people have on Luka, it's the same thing, but instead of flicking with your right stick to the ball hand, you want to flick down on the right stick. So it's gonna look like that. Boom, then you can get up out that move. A lot of people use Luka on this. So that's that way. Doesn't matter which way you go. It's down. I messed it up that time. But it doesn't matter which way you go, it's just down. Now YouTube, let's move into some more moves that you could put in your repertoire. Look, first thing is, I don't know what you would call this. I guess this is like a pullback, I don't know. But what you do, you wanna hold in turbo, you wanna flick up on your right stick. Right after you do that, you wanna flick down on your left stick. So it's gonna look like this, that move. You can spam it. It gets you out of a lot of situations. If somebody's playing you tight, you can do either that move or you can do your escape like I told you earlier. Just depends. To get you out of sticky situation, because once you're bumped, you need to get up out of them situations. And the thing about these moves, bro, you want to practice these moves until you can do it like 5 to 10 times. So you can do it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When you can do it 10 times in a row, you're doing good. So that's one move. The next move is like what is it? The misdirection. To do the misdirection, what I like to do, I hold turbo. After I hold turbo, what you want to do, you want to, it said the ball's in my right hand. You want to flick your right stick diagonal to the left. And right after you do that, you want to flick your left stick diagonal to the right. So it's going to look like this, like that. And you can spam this to get people up off you. It's a great move. Like boom. Hold on, I'm messing up. So great move to catch people off guard. Just like that. So you can do that move. Next move is your momentum. Momentum's a little different this year. What you want to do to get your momentum, you can use turbo or no turbo. Since I use turbo with all of my moves, a lot of times I have a habit of holding in turbo. Doesn't really matter though. It doesn't really change your stamina. But what you want to do, you want to flick up. Flick up on the right stick first. Once you flick up on the right stick, you want to go in the opposite direction with your left stick upwards. So it's going to be diagonal to the left with my left stick. So it's going to look like this. Like that. You see? Like that. Like that. That's with no turbo. And like I said, you can do the same thing with turbo, which I like to do. I just up. You know what I'm saying? You can spam it if you want to, then put moves with it. It's whatever you want to do, man. Like I said, this is an art, so I can. You know what I'm saying? You can just put your moves, put your little swing to it. The next move is maybe the biggest move in the game and the easiest move in the game. And it's the stop and go. Pretty much to do it, you just want to go in a direction, let go of everything, then keep going in that direction. Seems simple, bro, but it catches a lot of people off guard, especially when a defender tries to move up to stop you from taking a shot. So you just comboing up, you go in a direction, wait for him to move, then boom, keep going, then you can just go on to the rim. All right, next move is a moving behind the back. To do this move, you're gonna hold in turbo. To say your ball's in your right hand, you wanna flick down to the opposite ball hand, which will be to the left with your right stick. After you do that, you wanna go in the opposite direction, which will be to my left upwards with your right stick. So it's gonna look like this, like that, like that. This is a move a lot. If y'all know the first legend, Key Sticks, he does this move a lot, bro. Yeah, a lot of people don't do this move, but so what he would do, he would combo you up a little bit, do it real quick, then stop, then shoot, because a lot of people aren't thinking you're gonna do it, and it gets hella space. Next thing is your hop step. This is very, very tricky. Yeah, this takes timing. What you gotta do, you gotta hold in turbo. Then what you're gonna do, you're gonna hold it, whatever direction you wanna go, you wanna hold it not too long or you'll shoot the ball, but you wanna hold your right stick in a direction. Let's say I wanna do it to the left, diagonal to the left, downwards. So I would do, see that? That's his hop. That's Luka's hop step. You definitely don't need Luka. You probably need something like James Harden or something better. But I don't really use the hop steps, but I'm just showing y'all how to do it. See, that's the hop step. Then you can come up out of them. You can do the hop steps by tapping square too, but if you do it that way, you won't be able to dribble out of it. So that's kind of not useful. So again, see, that's the hop step. All right, YouTube, now let's get into what I like to call, it's kind of like a misdirection move. Like if you're going one way, kind of like in the old 2Ks, but it's a lot slower, obviously, in this 2K. But pretty much what you want to do, you're going to want to flick up, no turbo, to the opposite ball hand with your right stick. So it's going to look like this. Let's say I'm going to the, and it's great to get somebody up off you and get to the rim. Let's say I'm going this way. It's going to look like that. Boom. I messed it up that time. It's going to look like that. Then you can go to the rim, and if you want to, you can go between the legs with it like I was doing sometimes, which is just opposite ball hand downwards or to the side. See, it's just like somebody chasing you, do like that, then just go to the rim. Very simple move. A lot of moves in this game are basic, bro, and you want to keep it basic because, like I said, you only got 3 adrenalines, bro, so you got to keep everything basic so you don't run out of stamina. Now I'm gonna show y'all Now I'm gonna show y'all how to do like a little, it's pretty much the crossover, bro. It's pretty easy, bro. If you're doing some combo, let's say you're doing some combos. Let's see, I'm comboing up. Just go on the opposite ball hand with the left stick, and you'll do a crossover. Let's do some combos real quick. Let's do something. Then just cross it over like that. Then just shoot. You know what I'm saying? Just an easy crossover, bro. Because I told y'all I use Michael Jordan. And a lot of times when you do that crossover, you can shoot right after that, bro. Let's say like I'm doing some combos, going this way, do some combos. Let me get up in here. And I cross it over. Right after you do that, just take a step in that opposite direction and shoot a lot of times, bro. You will be that open. Because a lot of people play your ball hand. That's pretty much it for the basic tutorial. If you guys want an advanced tutorial, get this video the 300 likes and comment advanced in the comment section, bro, and I will get that video out for you guys because I don't want to overwhelm you guys and have this video 30 minutes long. But that's pretty much it, man. Hope you guys have a great holidays, and y'all already know who it is. Stay blessed. Look, if you want my jump shot, click on that box on the left and on the right. If you're new, please subscribe on the right. And again, I appreciate you for watching the video. Burn up.